I wanted to give you all an update on my one woman show. I'm Renaté Bianca. I'm a songwriter, composer, librettist in the making. I'm writing a one woman show called I Don't. It's about personal agency and toxic relationships. Since September last year, I have been part of an opera writing collective through Guerilla Opera, which is an opera company in Boston. And I've been developing my libretto through that collective. Obviously, for those of you who know me, you'll know that what I do is an opera, what I do is musical theatre. But a lot of what I've learned and gained from being part of this collective really translates into my writing process. So the writing collective is coming to an end. I've just this week had my first table read. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically you sit around and you read the libretto, you read the text. So minus music, it's not sung, it's just the text. So I had the privilege of having that this week via Zoom with my peers who are based in the US. Um, yeah, that was quite something. It's been such a journey. And I came into this writing collective with my songs existing. So my writing process is a little different because I'm kind of working with existing songs and shaping a story or a narrative, a show around that. What I've come up with is really a production that will fit within the hour. Um, and yeah, it's just exciting. I've had very positive feedback. I think I haven't shared from this show publicly, and that's because, and I may change my mind about that, but I feel like it kind of needs to be consumed in one sitting. And I think it's important for there to be context for some of the things that I share because it's toxic relationships. That's a sensitive subject. I deal with that quite honestly, and that's important to me. I feel like my goal in this is to see people come to a greater sense of freedom and wholeness. And I feel like people can't find freedom from something that they're not willing to look at. And people are not able to heal from something that they are not willing to examine. And to look at something properly, it's much more than going, I was the victim of this or that, because if you do that, you just get these really two-dimensional and also artistically, you get these two-dimensional characterizations of victim and perpetrator. And I think fundamentally that doesn't serve my purpose, which is really to help people look at look at their own lives and their own agency in it. Even if they've surrendered their agency, I want them to be able to look at that and look at that with real honesty. So yeah, I mean, it's it's a show and it is entertainment, and I hope it will be that. And there's definitely some real funny moments in there. But my heart, it is to give people a 1 hour experience of being able to sit with stuff that's just challenging and that's difficult. Um, so yeah, that's what the show's about. I've had my first table read, so the draft is there. Some of the things that I need to ponder and look at is staging. I've got staging there and set pieces, and the set descriptions and all that. But one of the things I guess to consider is how literal or abstract do you go with the creation of your sets, and how big or small, and what's creatively possible. Um, as a storyteller, it's nice to just go, oh, just blow the budget. This is what I'm imagining. Um, and for opera, the budgets are huge. But, what I do is musical theatre. So it's a little bit of a different thing. So having something that is either that can be scaled down, would be helpful so that in terms of the life cycle of this show, if it can be scaled down, there's more potential there. So that's kind of an intersection of business, the pragmatics of business and storytelling. So there is a little bit of that to consider, and there's quite some costume changes because I'm using wardrobe to tell a story as well. Most people won't know this, but I did actually at one point study fashion design. Um, so anyway, I like the incorporations of wardrobe and the symbolism that the different costumes carry. Mm, and I suppose you need to look at, how quick are the costume changes and can it fit and that sort of thing. And then I have the prologue. I have the prologue, the text, but the opening of the show is some music that's based on one of the songs that I've written. So that just needs some fleshing out. So there's some musical bits and pieces that need to be done. So that's where it's at. And I suppose the next stage will be workshopping this, and to see to see if there's how it translates to stage. um yeah so that's where it's at. It's a long journey. I do have ideas for a second and third show, but and the second one I've actually got on my website. But anyway, it's such a process, and yes, I am brooding on other things while while this is in progress. Um, so that's that. I have other musical updates as well, but I will just leave this contained to my one woman show. Thank you for listening. If you are watching this and you're not subscribed to my email list, hop onto my website, renatebiancamusic.com, and just fill in the contact form. You can indicate that you want to receive updates, and then you will. So yes, that's me for now, May 2025. I will keep you posted with how things develop. And yeah. All right. Take care. Hope you're well. Bye.